It's very easy to say that young people in Wales either don't know or don't care about politics, but the truth isn't black and white. So the National Assembly for Wales has been on tour around the country to find out exactly what the next generation thinks about democracy and voting. In Newtown, Presiding Officer Lord Dafydd Elis-Thomas AM met a group of students from Newtown High School to talk about the forthcoming referendum and Assembly election. They talked about whether they were going to vote, did they know enough to have an opinion, and should there be more ways to vote?
Voting is really important because it's our right to vote in what's going on in our country and how things are going to affect us, who we want to govern us. In some countries, they don't have democracy, they don't have that right, and some people in this country, they have the right, but they don't use it. I think it's extremely important to use the right to vote.
Well, the things that, at the moment, more affect me more than anything. Obviously, because I'm hopefully going to university next year, all the policies on education and prices for university, and obviously the idea of coming out with thousands of pounds worth of debt at the end, and how that's going to affect, well, not only now, but the rest of my life. And yeah, that's the main thing that I've been sort of thinking about more.
I asked about the differences between the Westminster government and the National Assembly government in Wales, but also questions that were asked were about the university fees, how voting affects young people, what could be done to make young people be more enticed to vote. And I think we've all got our answers, and I definitely feel a lot more knowledgeable on voting and how I would vote and the whole process of voting and how it differs from Westminster and from the national government. So I definitely feel that my questions have been answered and I feel a lot more knowledgeable now.
All of which meant the presiding officer had some pretty tough questions to answer.
I was very impressed by their concern that they understood what they were voting about. And I kept referring to what are the responsibilities of the National Assembly, what Welsh ministers do, and what aspects of our lives are affected by all that. But that they were very serious and thoughtful about the way they approached this. And I rather cheekily said that I thought they were much more critical and concerned about voting and how they voted than a lot of us older people, which is good.
So the tour continued, and in a grey and wet Aberdare, the students didn't let the weather dampen their ideas.
You could do it by an account, like internet banking, or I don't know. That's basically the way, because you've got the ballot box, you've got the mail already, email and text. Facebook, voting, I don't know.
Maybe they could come into school and do workshops with us, just to sort of enhance our knowledge, to give flyers through our doors in the post. Yeah. I
think it's important because everything that we're talking about has an effect on me in some way. And it's my voice that gets heard, and it's what I want to happen in my country. And I suppose it's very important in that kind of way.
There isn't long to go until Wales goes to the polls for the referendum on further legislative powers on the 3rd of March. You'll be asked to vote again on the 5th of May in the Assembly election, when there'll also be a referendum on how MPs are elected. To find out how these votes will affect you, and for more information, go to our website www.vote2011.org.